near downtown. It's actually in a condo, the Harbor Court. And so it has a little bit of a lack of storage space, I'd like to say, in this condo in the kitchen spaces. And then it's also got an angle in it, which also takes away from some of the kitchen storage space. So he is an older gentleman who is, I would say, established in his career. I believe he has a child that's in college. So he's kind of an empty nester at this point, I'd like to say. So I'd say the kitchen wasn't as functional as it could be for the smaller space that it was. It was more of the original layout that the building has. Actually, right next to the refrigerator, it's a stacked washer-dryer. So they do lose some space by having the washer-dryer in the kitchen. So that was one of the things that they wanted to do, was kind of camouflage that. So it actually looks like it's a pantry unit, but it's not. The washer-dryer is right behind the doors once you open it next to the refrigerator. They don't have a lot of, I guess you would say, storage space with getting all of the appliances in there. So one of the other things we did was we lifted his microwave off of the countertop to give him a little bit more counter surface back by where it kind of has this weird jog in the kitchen. So we did that there. And then he, of course, kept the dishwasher in the space, and the sink is on an angle, which I think having the sink in that angle probably utilizes that space the best, whereas the sink cabinets aren't really used well for storage. It's more of just cleaning supplies or trash bags, that kind of thing. So that actually is more ideal on that angle there. So the angle on the sink definitely is a little bit of a challenge. Anytime we have angles in a kitchen design, it actually takes away from storage space, and then just making sure that everything can line up correctly with those angles and open and function the way that they're supposed to. I think sometimes it gets lost when designers are designing to make sure that those doors that are on the cabinets can open properly whenever we do have an angle. So he actually purchased his flooring separate from us, but we helped to coordinate with the coloring. It's a tile floor, as well as he did a tile backsplash. So we helped him with coordinating the colors. The contractor that helped him with his project actually does a lot of the tile work themselves. And so we just get to have the fun part, which is putting it all together with choosing the colors. So with the blues that he has, actually Harbor Court, the view looks out over to the ocean. So the blues actually help to pick up with the view that he has. And then with the whites, it's just that nice, clean. It really helps to make the lights that he has over at the peninsula area, as well as that tile backsplash, pop out even more. Just something very clean and classic. So we used our kitchen craft cabinets, which are a frameless cabinet line. So you do get a little bit more storage space when we go with the frameless. He did two different colors. So we actually have one color on his lower cabinets and tall pieces, and then a different color on his upper cabinets. It was something, it's not a strong contrast, but just something subtle where you've got a little bit of a light and a dark going on. With his cabinetry on the peninsula, we actually made it so that there's storage from all sides. So you've got storage on the inside of the kitchen where his cooktop and oven is. You've got storage at the end of his peninsula, and then you've got storage on the back side. So we actually were able to maximize and try to give him as much storage as we could. So appliances were ones that he picked out on his own, and then what we do when homeowners have appliances they've purchased on their own is we check all of the specifications for their appliances by looking up based on their model numbers and brand, and then we configure that space to make sure that it's all going to fit and work properly. It's something that we usually remind homeowners. It tends to get forgotten a little bit that appliances kind of are a crucial key component whenever they're doing a remodel and they're going to be purchasing new ones and not reusing existing, is that they actually need to start looking at them a little bit sooner than I think sometimes they think they need to, and that has to do with the designing of the space, making sure that with refrigerators, it goes from a 36 to a 42 is the next size. So if they're thinking to go larger, but we plan for a 36-inch space, a 42 is definitely not going to work. And then same thing with ranges and cooktops. They jump from a 30 to a 36. So with the appliances, it's actually a pretty crucial component in the design. So he selected all his own. We just made sure that everything was going to fit and work in his space. So the countertops, he used a quartz surface, the man-made engineered quartz, and he went with the white diamond by Soundstone. So Cosentino makes Soundstone, and that's the brand that he went with. I would say that it's one of those kitchens when you look at it, it's like, oh, it's just a kitchen. There's no like, wow, it's because it's a smaller space. It's just very clean and very, very classic. But when you looked at the before to the after, that's definitely a wow. And you can see the transformation of hiding the washer dryer away so that it's not sticking out, and then also doing just that nice blue color that actually is what pops the most when you walk into the space. It's simple, but it's clean and fresh.